for the Welsh lamb and lava bread burger, the ingredients you will need is good quality Welsh lamb mince, some breadcrumbs, an egg to bind, half a chopped onion, some salt and pepper to season, a little bit of lava bread and some chopped fresh mint, and to serve a selection of local bread rolls or organic bread. We're going to start with our mince. So we've got some good quality local Welsh lamb mince here. About 500 grams will make 4 burgers. And then we've got half a chopped onion. That goes in. And then some breadcrumbs. You can use stale bread for this. That'll help to bind everything together. And then we've got some chopped fresh mint here, about 2 tablespoons. You could use dried mint instead of fresh mint, but if you're using dried, halve the quantity because obviously it's a lot more concentrated. We're going to season with some black pepper and some salt. And then we've got some lava bread. You can either use fresh lava bread or you can use tinned lava bread. Just about a good heaped teaspoon of that. We'll give it a good mix to mix all the ingredients to begin with. And then finally, we've got 1 beaten egg. Mix it all in with. That'll help to bind everything together. You can start mixing with a spoon, but it's much easier if you use your hands, and it'll be much quicker as well. So obviously make sure you've washed your hands before you start this process. And the lamb, you can use any of the local producers from rural Bridgend, such as Maddock Cembry, T. Talgath Organics, or C&G Morgan & Son. Here we are, the mixture's just come together like that, and we're ready now to divide it into our burgers. So once your mixture's combined, you just need to divide this into 4 to make 4 roughly 100 gram 4-ounce burgers. So we'll just cut it here. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could weigh this mixture out to make sure that you've got even-sized burgers. I'm just making a little circle here and then pressing them down. You could use a cutter if you like, a special cutter like a pastry cutter, so that they're all nice and even in size. And at this stage you can make this ahead of time and refrigerate them individually. You could also at this stage freeze them, as long as you separate them with a little bit of greaseproof paper in between each one. And then you can cook them from frozen, as long as you've defrosted them in the microwave for a couple of minutes before you cook them. So they can be used like that as well. Right, so we're now ready to cook. Okay, so to start cooking the burgers, make sure you've got a nice hot pan. You can either do this in a frying pan or a griddle pan, or you could do it under the grill. There we are. And leave them to cook for about at least 5 minutes either side until they're nice and brown and thoroughly cooked right into the centre. That's really important. So after about 4 or 5 minutes, they should be ready to turn. There we are. Be careful as you turn them. And then leave them for another good 5 minutes on the other side, but keep checking them. And while they're cooking, we're going to prepare the relish. To make a slightly different accompaniment to go with your Welsh lamb burger, I'm going to make a garlic and mint relish. And this is very easily done by using good Welsh thick yoghurt here as your base. So about 4 heaped tablespoons or 200 ml of yoghurt. And then the other ingredients we've got are some chopped plum tomatoes, about 2 of those go in there. Then some spring onions, finely chopped. And about 2 tablespoons of shredded fresh mint. You could use dried mint here as well, but as I've said before, just use half the quantity because obviously it's a lot more concentrated. And clove of a garlic crushed, and 1 tablespoon of Ferranti olive oil, that's made locally, and about 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. And then to season, some salt and pepper, and simply mix all the ingredients together. So it's a very colourful relish and will sit nicely with the burger because we've got the mint in the burger as well, which will complement the mint in the relish. And you could add a little bit of lemon zest just to lift that relish and give it an added zing of freshness. And a final taste. And it's ready to serve with your burger. Once the burgers are cooked, take them out of the pan, and you can warm your bread roll by char grilling it in the same pan, so you keep all those lovely flavours in, and that'll add to your dish. So to serve your lamb burger, get a nice presentation plate or a wooden platter or wooden board such as this one, and then your griddle bread. Maybe line the bread roll with a lettuce leaf like that, so it gives it a nice colourful base. And then the top, just like that. And then for the relish, you can either serve the relish on its own, or you can put it in an individual little pot like this. This is Welsh lamb, but you can also use Welsh beef, or you could use Welsh pork or even minced chicken for the burger using the similar recipe. So there we have it, the Welsh lamb and lava bread burger with yoghurt, garlic and mint relish.